They say the meek will inherit the earth. We say the nerds are already in control. Welcome to the Frakkin Nerds, episode number 279. I'm your host, Doc Martin, and joining me, we'll start off the closest to me, and that's our own Chris Class. Welcome, Chris.
Hey.
And how are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm good. I apologize about the glare with my
shirt
glasses.
you got wearing here today.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, Macho Man. Ooh, look at that.
Dig it.
All right. And then
I apologize about the glare on the glasses, but my contacts were fucking with me right before I got here. So
that'll have to be what it is. And then the man from the East Coast. Yeah, he did say he was going to. You got a lot of headroom going on there. What is going on at your? I don't know. This is what we all miss when we don't see your background there.
Yeah, I figured you guys would like to
get your
see what was behind
unicorn me. There.
Yep.
What's there to your right there? What else are we looking at?
That's a calendar.
That's a calendar of what? Who's on there?
Some wrestlers.
Oh, okay. You don't know their names, just wrestling guys that are.
I mean, nobody who fucking listens to this wrestling, this show knows wrestling. So. Yeah.
Okay. Who are they though? Maybe. Well,
it's the Rascals. Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, and Desmond Xavier. All I think we interviewed Desmond Xavier on the Back Row Hecklers, Chris.
I think all those dudes were interviewed by Big Brian V.
They were? Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, Miguel was too.
Trey Miguel, I know he was. Yeah. I don't know.
I think Desmond Xavier too. I don't know about Zachary Wentz. Hey. Fucking Brian's like, yeah, we did interview all three of them motherfuckers.
He's yelling right now. Let's yelling at the radio.
Motherfuckers.
Well, guys, today on the show, The Matrix will probably be without Morpheus. HBOmax.
Probably.
Well, yeah, he's not going to be there. HBOmax and the DCuniverse and all the characters that could be coming to the Marvel's Avengers game, which I think I'm the only one that's played the demo since Joshua was nice enough to allow me access to it. So we'll
that's what a friend does.
Quick talk in regards to that. But I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but you can buy one of those little kid-friendly radio flyers, versions of a Tesla Model S. It only costs you about $500, or the new one that's coming out with no motor inside of it, which is only $100. It's going to be called My First Model Y. And, yeah.
What's the scale to this?
It's for little kids. It's
like a Power Wheel or like a Hot Wheel or
no, like a radio flyer, like the little cart thing.
Oh yeah.
What do they call that in New York, there, Joshua?
Yeah.
A wagon.
Wagons.
A wagon, yeah.
A wagon. Yeah.
We never know what Joshua calls things in New York. There.
So the motorized one would be like a Power Wheel.
Yes. Did you guys ever have the Power Wheels when you were younger?
Nah, I had a big wheel, man. We were poor.
Big wheels are still awesome. I don't think they had like
big wheels were the shit, man. I wore my tires with holes in those things, man. It was, or maybe I don't know. We were poor. Maybe I got my.
Was that the and the goods where he convinced the kids like, "Yo, give me your hoppity hop for your big wheel"? Is that what it was?
I don't know, dude. You're asking me a movie. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Remember the goods with the used car salesman Don Reddy?
No, I don't know what that is.
You never seen that movie?
No.
Oh man, it's a good movie. You should watch it.
It's
with Jeremy Piven.
Oh,
fucking hilarious.
I love Jeremy Piven. We know that.
And speaking of movies, I did not do.
You didn't finish Gremlins?
I didn't even start it.
Well, I'm assuming.
That train
this is how I typically
one.
Yeah, I feel like if you didn't finish it, obviously you should have not have started it. But I forgot in class. It takes 3 days to watch a movie with you, so yeah. Sometimes. So then, like with me, if I said no, I didn't finish it, meant I didn't watch it.
You didn't even begin it. I got you. So that was a reasonable question that you asked. Okay,
yes,
okay.
It was.
I will watch something. Today is the first of my 4 days off. I've worked 3 in a row. I'm so tired, but I'm gonna stay up late. I will watch it. I'll try between now and next show. I'll try to watch it.
It's not that hard. It's maybe 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half.
You don't understand, Doc. People like me in class kind of just don't like being told what to watch. Like, it's just.
I welcome the recommendations because I haven't watched shit, but I don't know. I don't
That
know. I don't
motherfucker
know
be
what
on
it
his
is.
Xbox on Netflix and just stream it. He'll just fucking browse through all the movies on Netflix. And it's
I
like,
do that for as long in the 2
Yeah.
hours that I could have watched a movie. I'm just like, there
Yeah.
ain't shit on here. Watch every
Well,
fucking.
we'll talk about that
trailer.
because Netflix has got something for those people that can't find anything to watch on Netflix. So
Nice segue.
Still won't work for class.
Hey, did you guys? Well, I mean, with the the fancy the rich kids, they had the green machines. You guys remember the green machines with the big wheels?
No.
All right. Well, that was a great conversation. Let's just move on.
Good talk.
He just said we were poor. Like, we don't know what the rich
Well, we
people
did have,
have.
like, there was one kid in my neighborhood who had a green machine. The rest of us had the big wheels which always had that little like braking thing that you use to like make curves and stuff like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I just had the wheels you push back because you would pedal like that. And
Yeah.
you would just do your brakes, your automatic brakes. I didn't have no.
Oh, you didn't have what? You didn't have a handbrake?
No.
Wow,
dude,
you were
my
poor.
handlebar.
God. you
Yeah.
didn't
We
at least
we
had
did have that
handbrakes.
one buddy on the street. His dad was a cop, and I remember that kid had like the first Atari. He had the first like he would get movies right off the bat. Like he was a kid that he probably had a fucking big egg or whatever.
So was his dad finding these things? Like
It must have because that's
cops
it's
out
one
there,
of
they
those-
don't really
no,
make
no,
a lot
his-
of money, do they?
I was either saying the cops were making money back then, or number two, he was finding product and he was selling.
This
it.
was also South Florida in the 80s.
Oh,
so I'm
he was
sure,
getting
yeah.
paid.
Oh, yeah.
He was
Yeah,
getting paid
yeah,
to fucking
dude.
move the product. Yeah.
He was either that or he was doing, Colombian
What's her
drug bust
name?
and
Fucking
like
Grizel, whatever the fuck her name was, the godmother, Grizel Guardado, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
She was paying
Yeah.
him off to fucking like transport the money.
That may have been the case because they moved from the neighborhood we were at. They had the nicest house in that neighborhood. They moved to this fucking ritzy ass place. And I don't know what his mom did, but
he was
yeah.
definitely.
we go over there. He had a pool.
Like whenever it was all said and done, it was like 1,000 cops in the fucking Florida were like convicted or they were on the take. He was one of them.
Up until this was the mid to late 80s. I have never thought about that up until this point. I was like, wow, he's a cop. He had a lot of money. He wasn't on the up and up. It doesn't sound like.
It's like every episode of fucking Law and Order. Oh, that cop has a nice car. What the fuck is he doing with all that? He can't afford that on cop money.
Right.
Right.
We need that, like, what is that? That Law and Order, like, bang.
Dun, dun.
You need to add that in here.
Guys, if you're residents of Deschutes County, Oregon,
We're not.
tonight they are starting off in a month. You can book at the last Blockbuster video store to actually stay the night in there. 3 available nights, September 18th, 19th, and the 20th.
How much did it cost for each night?
$4.
Oh shit!
And you sleep on the floor, like you bring a
Let's see.
No, they have a
They
bed.
place a fold-out sofa, a beanbag chair, snacks, and a TV set, and a VHS player, and then you just get to choose whatever VHS that's at the Blockbuster there.
It's only for 3 days.
Yeah, 3 available nights. I guess they're just trying it out to see what it's like. They can hold up to 4 people.
I'm trying to think how I would do in a situation like that. If I would be like, finally, I'll sit here and like pay attention to a movie, or if I'd be like 5 minutes in and be like, fuck this, I got to get out of here.
Well,
And
think
just-
about this. Like, how many people are going to use it as an actual Airbnb, especially if it's a couple, in that big ass window that Blockbuster.
Damn.
You don't. I mean, you just
would be looking at
well, like why? Like
Wow, what a difference!
I feel like this would be like a Jason Crow fantasy, is to go to a Blockbuster with all those VHSs and
Oh, I thought you
Could you
meant having
imagine
sex
that?
in front of a window.
what?
Could
I
you
thought you-
imagine that?
I thought he meant
can,
talking
with
about
him,
Crow
yes.
with. Yeah.
Could you imagine him showing up with the fucking like a bunch of VHSs? They're like, dude, you know, we got nothing but
Yes.
VHSs here, right? He's like, but do you have these VHSs?
I don't know. You know what? I feel like he would be the guy that's willing to find, like, let's roll the dice and see which VHSs versus him bringing in his catalog of VHS tapes, like ones that he's actually featured in. Because some of the independent horror movies they've actually made VHS copies of.
Specifically for him?
No. They made it as like a limited run. Because there are people like him that still buy VHSs. I don't know why.
Yes. Well,
I'm gonna
50 of
say,
them.
Do you think that trend will ever come back? Like vinyls, they've made a big comeback, and they're making a comeback. And I guess they went away, during the CD, tape CD, but they were still around. But like they're really making a big comeback now, to the point where
I still don't understand the vinyl comeback.
I was explained. Our very own young Matthew explained this to me. The sound quality on vinyl is the best sound quality.
Why is it the best? Do you love the sound of the skipping and the
crackling.
I mean, the way he explained it to me, because he said he went to school for this or he knew this, is because the way it's recorded, you get it's like you're actually there when they're recording it. He's like, don't get that with MP3s.
It's a nostalgic thing, man. Because like I have Apple Music, but then like I've gone and I've bought I just got this the other day. I got Nirvana Unplugged, like fucking No Doubt, like a bunch of 90s alternative. And like I got some Wu-Tang Clan and like the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack, a bunch of shit that I'm just like, it's just cool to listen to it that way. It's fun. But like if they had like, I know tapes are trying, like cassettes are trying to make a comeback. And it's like, dude, the instantaneous of like picking the needle up or hitting the skip button, it's about the same. But rewinding, fast forward, doing all that with a tape, I couldn't imagine it. So I don't see like VHS will probably never make like a comeback.
No, because like
the quality sucks too.
Yeah, the quality's not that good. So
yeah. All right.
That's the only reason why I can say for 100% why people would prefer vinyl. But no one's gonna be like, oh, I need like everything gets better with visual, but audio, I don't think there's nothing they could do to make it sound the way it does.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. I answered my own question.
Well, class, as we were talking about with Netflix, they're going to be testing a shuffle button. So you just click the shuffle play button, and then it will just randomly find you something to watch.
No, that's not going to work. Anyway, moving on. Next.
Why wouldn't it work? Why wouldn't it work?
So?
Who's going to, like, who literally is going to be like, what, I'm so bored, let me just press shuffle. Oh, I'm going to watch some random movie about Victorian fucking princesses. Yeah, I'll watch that. Yeah.
It'd probably be based off of like what you've seen, right? Wouldn't it be like based off recommendations? I would guess.
Recommendations versus.
And it didn't just hit you with something crazy, right?
How many times have you seen on Netflix recommendations? You watch nothing but horror films, and they fucking put a romantic comedy for you. Hey, we recommend this
horror films section.
No, it says recommendation: horror film, romantic comedy, and you watch nothing but fucking horror films.
Well, maybe they feel like this would really work for you, but you're not.
Well, maybe it's a dumb idea. No one's going to use it. So
a dumb idea was they set it up where it would play a random episodes of specific TV series.
Yeah, imagine if you get the last episode of the new season of the Umbrella Academy. Like,
I think it's more of like comedy, like The Office, like where people they put it in or put it on for background noises and stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna put random episode of fucking The Office. Oh, who the fuck is this bitch? I don't remember her.
But when I watch like a comedy show on like Netflix or something, I'm watching the story being told. I don't randomly go, let's put this episode on. I like the Pivot episode with Friends. That's for Kennedy.
Can you name another episode?
Listen, on Friends, no. Like,
okay.
I never watched that show.
Just say the duck episode. There's always a duck in their apartment.
Is there a duck in the episodes on Friends?
Yeah, there's a duck, and then one of them has a twin sister who's a porn star.
What?
Like, I remember that. Yeah.
Really?
Porn star.
Wasn't it Phoebe, right?
Phoebe had a
porn star? I don't know. I knew she had a twin.
The twin sister was a porn star because they thought she was a porno star. And then they saw it, and she's like, no, that's my twin sister. And they're like, huh? You got a twin sister? Like, stupid. Okay. I don't know how that show went on for that long, and they paid them that much money.
I don't know, man. I remember, like, watching some episodes, and they were pretty funny. But then it's like anything else. After about 4 seasons, it just drags out. Then, like, the whole thing with, like, it's kind of like The Office. Once, like, what's his name? Jim and Pam, like, actually get together. Then it's like, oh, well, the fucking chase is over. This, like,
her sister Ursula was the porn star.
Yeah, so like the same thing. Like when the two ended up hooking up on Friends, that was just like.
It's kind of like if you've ever watched Superstore. Like the main lead in that show is going to leave, and it really kills the show. Like
why?
The Office didn't survive with Michael Scott gone.
No, I really liked him, and they.
Why is that guy leaving the stove?
She's working on another show.
Oh, I thought it was
You got
a
transferred
guy. I
to a
didn't know.
different
Yeah, they
superstar.
in the story they transfer her to California to
Oh.
be a part with corporate, and she's going to work. Yeah, she's getting a new show, and I'm like, that's fucking the show's dead. Like,
But wasn't the
you're
premise
main
of the
character.
show like two people that were like trying to get like they were like Jim and Pam, and like the first season was them trying to get together, and like,
Now
it's
they're
around
together. Yeah, now they're dating, and he's raising her kid, and yeah.
while she's in California.
Well, no, he moved with her.
Oh, so they wrote him off the show too.
So they took two main characters and just shoved them out the door.
Oh my god!
Did he get a job on that new show?
Yeah,
You better take me with you.
Yeah, you're right. She pretty much killed that character. Going, hey,
Why didn't he just leave her?
And you're done.
Yeah, he should just left her.
I really hope that dude's getting work somewhere else because I remember him on Mad Men. Like, fuck, that sucks.
All right, to continue on with this, Lawrence Fishburne, and apparently in an interview recently, was talking about would he be returning for the Matrix 4 movie, and he said he will not be because the character is actually killed off in the video game on the Matrix.
There's 4 Matrix?
There will be 4.
There was 3 Matrix?
There was 3 Matrix.
Yo, get the fuck off the show. Yes,
right.
get off the show.
I'm sorry.
Remember us having a whole conversation about it last week? Were you there with
Dude,
us?
all those Matrix movies have like I've seen the first one like maybe twice. I saw it at the theater the first time. I think I told you guys that story.
No,
I was watching it at the theater.
I know what you're saying. The first one really stands out. It's just the next two, you could like.
I don't even remember.
You could grab
how.
a scene and go, "Which movie is this from?" Be like,
Really? Okay. When
know.
I watched the first one, we thought it was part of the movie. Like the film started melting, and we're like, "Whoa, this is a crazy effect." And then we're just waiting, like hanging out in the theater, and then the lights come on, and the guy's like, "Sorry, the film melted," so we had to get like passes. And I don't think I ever went back to see it.
You've never actually officially seen all of Matrix, the first one?
I may have. Maybe that'll be the one. Maybe that'll be the movie I try to watch. I don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Kennedy would have me by the throat right now.
That's fucking weird. You're on a fucking Frakkin show. You're in your 40s and you've never seen all 3. Like
He's never even officially finished the first one, is what he's saying.
I don't know if I've seen the first one.
And
Like,
technically, he's
that
right.
and
They're all
Gremlins,
4 of
he's
them.
almost done with because they're not really finished.
People who listen to the show are like, get class off the fucking show. He's not
They
even
don't want me. I'm probably most hated on here. All right, let's talk comic books, toys.
That loud fucking kid from the Bronx actually knows some of this
So Joshua, now do you realize when you didn't show up the one day and it was just class hours, it was like,
we just won't do the show because what would I have to chime in with?
Because
that's funny.
It would
But
just be
I
like, hey, have you seen this? Nope. Okay.
I keep saying he's kind of right. There are technically 4 Matrix movies because the other one's the Animatrix. So,
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, by Kennedy's definition, he would say that.
Yeah, that's kind of true. But
He says that's
they
all
killed him.
canon. What happens in that?
Yeah, so they killed him in the game. When
In the
what
game,
game did he
yes. And the Matrix Online, he gets killed.
Wow, that sucks. I don't remember anyone talking about this and all.
Who played the fucking game except for Kennedy?
That is true. I think I played maybe 20 minutes of the one that came out on PlayStation 2. So,
Yeah.
And I liked Matrix Part 1 and 2. Part 3, I was just like, what the fuck is this? And I even said it while I was watching the third one. I said, watch them say machines and human have to coexist because the old man tells Neo, it's funny. We can't live without them. They can't live without us.
Hey, Joshua, spoiler alert. Come on, man.
You're not going to watch it. You're good. You're good. Don't worry. If you can't watch Gremlins Part 1, you really think you're going to sit through Matrix 2 and 3?
I'm just talking shit.
I just saved you a lifetime of
Gremlins
fucking
is like
misery.
30 years old. You had the chance to watch it.
I saw Total Recall, the original one, like 5 times. That movie was cool.
Why
All right,
5
good.
times? Like you could have done 4
Fuck it.
times and watched Gremlins.
Maybe not.
You could have done
I
4
could-
times and watched Gremlins and Goonies.
And Matrix.
You could have watched
and
it
Goonies,
right now,
yeah.
2 times and then finished the Matrix. But no,
Yeah,
you said
yeah.
I need to know why he's going to Mars and see
Again.
the bitch is why you went with that.
So it's like I saw 15 boobs. I mean,
That's true. They add up quickly.
math.
Paper
Actually, you
mache
see more.
boob in the
Don't you
middle.
see Sharon Stone's boobs in that movie too?
No.
I thought you.
No, you just see her like
Her
she's just
ass?
all like hot and sweaty from
Okay.
like working out or something, and they fight.
All right.
Yeah.
Michael Ironside is banging her out.
Well, Zack Snyder's working on a new movie. It's a zombie movie called Army of the Dead. And apparently they are shooting reshoots for it because Chris D'Elia, who's been accused of sexual misconduct, is now, which the funny thing is like they just went, we're going to go complete opposite and go with a lesbian comedian instead of Chris. I mean, I think they both like women, so Tig Notaro is going to be taking over his place.
I just want to know that I literally cannot wait to see how bad this movie becomes, because when you reshoot and have to substitute with green screen, it looks really like, I want to say Arrested Development bad, because you could clearly tell
like that final season kind of thing.
Yes,
like Leia in the last Star Wars movie. It's like what?
And then the best part is, like, when I read this, I was like, so you mean to fucking tell me instead of going, let's try to get another comedian that looks like him or an unknown actor, we don't give a fuck. They're like, nah, let's go with a lesbian comedian, like, you know.
I mean, there's no problem with Tig Notaro. She's very funny. Like, but like they went the opposite direction. Like even in wide shots, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to edit her out. Don't forget. Now remember, this is what everybody's super excited about, the Justice League reshoot, because the Snyder Cut. This is the same man that in Batman versus Superman had LexCorp already go in their advertisement group and create logos for all those metahumans that they show towards the end of the movie. This is Zack Snyder. This is the genius. People are so excited to see the Snyder Cut of Justice League.
All right, you're a hater. Anyway.
They made fucking logos of these metahumans. Listen, we found these people. Marketing. Let's get merchandising on this. Let's create a Flash logo. Let's create a Wonder Woman logo.
It was an encrypted file. Nobody else saw it but him.
They had fucking logos.
So what? Nobody
cares. Made no sense.
Nobody
man,
cares.
it's like Spaceballs, man. Spaceballs, the T-shirt, the flamethrower, merchandising. I've seen that movie.
Yes.
Let's talk some Spaceballs.
Yes, I'm surrounded by assholes.
I just can't wait to see this shit because it's gonna look so out of place.
Keep firing, assholes.
Unless that character dies within the first 30 minutes of the movie. That's the only way.
Well, then if he dies early, they could have easily just removed him, right?
Yeah, they could have did that, but I guess the allegations are so bad they rather just reshoot.
I mean, because I've heard of that. They just kept that guy in there.
Yeah, but he was only in it for like 5 seconds.
They still in
and like, but that's the thing though. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, no one cared. The movie flopped, and like, you know, I heard like one actress was like, she had a bad experience shooting like a female western, and like the director hated her so much that he wrote her off the movie. And she's like, the motherfucker just had me go up to a fucking canyon and die. Like, they didn't even shoot it. They just did a body double. I fucking hated that. And I was like, they could have did that with him. Like, you know. I can't wait to see this shit. I'm alive.
The movie sounds intense. It follows the aftermath of a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas and a group of mercenaries who venture into a quarantine zone to pull off the biggest heist. Because you know what? What's not worth more than like actual supplies during a zombie apocalypse is money in a casino. So think Ocean's 11 with zombies.
Okay, but you don't know the whole plot. Even though I agree with you, I was like, why the fuck are they going after money? Maybe that one section of Las Vegas is like zombie filled and the rest of America is fine. Maybe that's what happens. But I agree with you. When I read the premise, I was like, this is the dumbest thing I ever heard. And only Zack Snyder.
If that place is zombie filled everywhere else in America is fine, then when they just go nuke that location, not nuke it, but you could bomb the fuck.
Okay, nuke it.
Not nuke it. Nuke it's bad. It's bad.
What's to say fucking zombies survive? Maybe they're special kind of zombies.
Chris D'Elia was accused of sexually harassing underage girls on social media.
That's how you say his name?
I don't know how you
D'Elia.
say it.
D'Elia?
He was on Joe Rogan.
Is that how you say his name?
That's how they say it.
You had no problem. No problem with fucking logos in Batman versus Superman. All right.
I don't. But see, you fucking nitpicking. Fuck you. You always do this, and I'm just like, dude.
I mean, when I saw that scene and the Martha scene, both, I just go,
let it
that
go.
makes no fucking sense. And and when the Flash shows up and he's just like, I think I'm too early. I'm like, yeah, you're in a wrong fucking movie, buddy. Like, you're not even supposed to be here, for God's sakes.
How do you know that? Like, how do you know that?
Well, because he just shows up and he's like, they're like, oh, it's a dream or something. But he's like, I think I'm too early. You're
nitpicking. Watch it all make sense with the Snyder cut. You can be
okay. Because that means he did a bad job as a director for putting so much bullshit in there to all tie it. Now, I could see if it's a TV series you do that, but not with a fucking movie. You have to sell everything on that movie, and everything has to have a point and has to be completed by the end of that movie. Motherfucker.
Anyway.
All right, so let's do a little nerds of the round table here. I've got a quick question for you all. Not quick question. Well, quick question, but maybe a good discussion.
Kennedy. I want Kennedy back.
Sight unseen. You have to go see a movie from one of these directors. Who are you going to see? As we were discussing, a Zack Snyder movie. Now, you don't know what movie it is. You just know it's a Zack Snyder movie. A Michael Bay movie or a Roland Emmerich movie. We'll start with Class. Class. Which one of these?
Who's Roland Emmerich?
He's the one that makes all the natural disaster movies.
Independence Day and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Independence Day was the shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That wasn't good. So I'm hated on for like not watching movies, and I'm like, oh, I liked Independence Day.
Roland Emmerich is like the worst of the three, and all three of them are just horrible.
Michael Bay is like, what's he do?
No, I wouldn't say Michael Bay.
He does Transformers, right?
He does Transformers.
The first Transformers was really cool, man. The rest of them, I didn't really care for.
Yeah, you can tell this dude doesn't watch movies.
Were they good?
No.
The only
horrible.
Yeah,
the first one was all right. It was cool.
The
first time I saw it,
they bring Mark Wahlberg, and they're just like, no, ma'am, no.
First time I saw it, it was all right. It was a lot of Shia LaBeouf like running around screaming, "Optimus, no!" Like that was the whole thing. Him just screaming.
Well, he's yelling at a big robot. You had to hear him.
Yeah, right? You got to scream. He's little, and they're big. That makes sense. All right, never.
Joshua, who are you? Sight unseen.
I'll go with the Transformers guy. There. Yeah, take it back.
I would go Michael Bay because, like, aside from fucking 2 movies that Zack Snyder did, I really don't like much of his catalog. Like, I ain't trying to see most.
What are your 2 Zack Snyder movies that you like?
300 and Batman, like the comic book movies he's done. Really, just the comic book.
You don't like? But you like The Watchmen, then, right?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with The Watchmen.
Did you like Day of the?
I changed my answer.
Dawn of the Dead.
I went to see it. I didn't have a problem with it, but I'm not a big zombie films don't really do much for me. But I'm not gonna say, oh, Dawn of the Dead sucked. It was a fun movie, like, you know.
I know.
Like, I'm being honest. I'm like, I can't say that like, yo, Dawn of the Dead sucked. Now, if you ask me, I saw Sucker Punch one time, and I'm like,
that's horrible.
I have no need to see that movie. Did I hate it? No, but would I go see it again? If somebody say, let's watch Sucker Punch, I'll be like, I'll talk to you later. Like. Unless I'm getting pussy, you know? Like, I'm not watching that movie.
Shit.
Like, I won't watch that Netflix movie. I have no interest in seeing that movie.
The Michael Bay one?
No, the one he's doing on Netflix. Like, when I heard about this movie, I was like,
that's this one we're talking about right here.
Yeah, I'm not. So I would go Michael Bay because I've enjoyed a plethora of fucking Michael Bay movies.
Which Michael Bay movies have you enjoyed?
The Rock.
That's a good movie.
I like Gone in 60 Seconds.
Okay.
What's that other one? The Bad Boys movies are good. I can always watch those. Armageddon. That's a classic.
Wait, you all laughed at me for Independence Day, but like Armageddon, you think that was better than Independence Day?
I had this argument with him. He's like, "How do you like that movie?" I was like, "Bro, that was an awesome movie." Like,
it wasn't bad, but it was like compared to like Independence Day was way cooler than Armageddon, man.
Who did
way cooler than Armageddon?
Doc, what was the argument we had? Like Armageddon, I said Armageddon made more money than a certain movie. You're like, no, it didn't. And I was like, I feel like that was an argument I had with you.
I think wasn't that like at a concave or something like that? We had that discussion about Armageddon.
Yeah.
Ooh, I forgot what it was up against. I don't remember.
Or somebody said it was bad? I was like, this movie made X amount of money.
We had a discussion at Concave, but it wasn't on the air. It was at we were at Crystal's having this discussion, and I am the Armageddon Bat Kennedy because he hates when we talk about him, but that's his fault because he's never on the air because we'd still talk about him if he was on the air. He loves that movie, and you, Joshua, felt like it did really well.
Yeah, and it did. So.
They're doing really well and like being a good movie. I mean,
there you go. That's
like
Transformers. Transformers did really well, but it is not a good movie.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with the first one.
Fun. It was silly.
The second one pissed me off with the Jamaican Rastafarian cars. I was like, what the fuck is this about?
Right off the bat, like I remember trying to watch the second one, and didn't it have something like or was it on the first one that like one of the Transformers had like nuts or something, like he had balls hanging down, or like
that was the second one.
And that's I remember getting to that point, and I was like,
wasn't it?
And then the two like Jamaican like Transformers, and I was just like,
don't forget, like Jazz was like super, like urban. Urban.
Yeah, but that's Jazz. Like in the cartoon, he was pretty like. You could tell it was like. I mean, you could tell it was a black dude. That dude had like jive.
He was breakdancing, right?
Yeah.
I think I went to see that in theaters. And when the Rastafarians came out, and because the area where I started, trucks,
right?
Or something like I think they were like Vespas or something.
Oh, maybe that's
remember that they also have like the Italian stereotype with like the little tiny Transformer.
Yeah. But when the Rastafarian ones made their appearance in the movie, a black guy's like, yo, what the fuck is this? And I just like drunk off my ass going, yo, this is fucked up.
Oh man. Yeah, right. I didn't finish watching.
Yeah, I don't see it now. I'm having an issue is all three are horrible.
I
like Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. Bye, Joshua. It was good working with you. And 300 and even Watchmen I enjoyed. But the
Watchmen was cool, man. Watchmen was cool. 300 was cool.
Didn't enjoy it at all. Yeah, his like Superman and all that. I felt like crap.
See, Superman wasn't bad. I enjoyed Superman. I could watch Superman again.
Man of Steel, I was into. There were stupid parts. The Jonathan Kent thing, that was dumb.
Stay there. Don't save me. We don't want them to know who you are. Dude, I can get you in back and they won't even notice it. No, you stay there. You know what, Dad? I could have walked to you now by the time this is taken for you to tell me no, not to stay there. Again, next Zack Snyder movie there.
See, but here's the thing, though. You see, he's like, yo, I don't want you to know, blah, blah, blah.
Feel all right? You're green on your shot there. You know, color
don't worry.
He's the green-eyed Bebop.
I worry. He is the green-eyed Bebop.
Don't worry about that. That's just my TV. Anyway, but the part that irks me the most is that Lois Lane, investigative reporter, was able to figure out who the fuck he was in a matter of 20 minutes.
Well, she was a Pulitzer Prize journalist, so she knows her shit.
Yeah, no, she sucks. Anyway, but that
also
was
in Batman. Was it Batman versus Superman? Yeah, you see how quick she moved when she had to get that spear of destiny or whatever the fuck it was called. Like she got there in no time. Like Superman was taking a hard time getting there.
Suspension of disbelief, right?
Oh, it was suspended. Because anytime I see somebody get to one point to another point, way quicker than we call it the Lois Lane syndrome.
Yeah, you're just the worst. You're the worst. And I can't wait to go see a movie with you so I can just see you fucking grumble and.
It all depends on the movie. If we go see a good movie, then I don't know. All right, guys. To continue on, and I guess I'll go with fuck. I can't even answer that. Can't even.
Go ahead. Come on.
Because Michael Bay, I enjoyed The Rock. There's a couple Michael Bay movies. Ronald Emmerich. No, they've all been horrible. I'll go with Zack Snyder just because there's more movies that I enjoyed, but there's more movies I hate of his too. I'll move on.
How is there more and more? How can you like?
So I like three movies. I've already said you walked away. 300, Watchmen, and Dawn of the Dead.
Okay.
Now let's start removing one. We've got Batman versus Superman. We've got Sucker Punch, and we have Justice League.
I know what you were doing once I saw the three fingers up your fucking.
All right, so so let's do this. Now you're directors. You have three directors to pick from. Sight unseen, you don't know what the movie's going to be. You have Quentin Tarantino, Edgar Wright,
Yes.
or Steven Spielberg.
Ooh.
We'll start out with Class. Class, what of these directors, sight unseen, because you know, like Steven, there's some movies that are not that good with him.
Right. Edgar Wright. Honestly, I've only seen 2 of his movies that I know of, and one's my favorite movie, like Scott Pilgrim. One of my favorite movies, but Pulp Fiction for ages have been my favorite movies, or been one of my favorite movies. So it's like, do you want that fun, quick, witty kind of like action, as well as like that cool like cinematography, more than likely, like with Edgar Wright, or do you want like that badass dialogue and like maybe like 20 minutes of like something cool in action with Quentin Tarantino?
And 30 minutes of talking.
And you're like an hour and a half of talking, but the talking keeps you captivated for the most part.
20 minutes of somebody staring at a toe or something like that.
Yeah, that's okay. That was better than, I mean, it was Bridget Fonda's feet, man. Like, I don't get into feet, but like, Bridget Fonda, man, that's a good looking girl. I'd probably go Edgar Wright, like now.
Okay. Joshua.
Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright. All right.
Yeah, because I Baby Driver, like I love that movie. That was the fucking amazing movie. And he just knows how to captivate his audience.
Yeah.
So you're in. There hasn't been a miss with Edgar Wright in my book. So
Scott Pilgrim.
Like the only problem I have with Tarantino is, and I know Class will give me shit about it, is Jackie Brown. I don't feel like it's a very strong movie at all compared to the rest of his lineup of films.
Compared to like Hateful Eight, really? Well, compared to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah, I feel those are much more entertaining than
no way.
Okay.
No way. I think after Jackie Brown, he kind of started descending. I loved his movies. I loved that.
Didn't you get Kill Bill after Jackie Brown?
Maybe I like Kill Bill better than I did, or I like Jackie Brown better than I did Kill Bill. Yeah, I think those came out after Jackie Brown.
Yeah.
I liked Kill Bill was amazing because I love Bruce Lee movies, and like that obviously like that.
I felt like the first volume of Kill Bill was way better than the second one.
100%. I agree. 100%.
I'm trying to figure out though, like most of his movies are like, you know, homages to like certain types of cinema. And I got that from Hollywood Story, or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out what was the homage to Jackie Brown. Like, could one of you guys help me with that? Or
yeah,
no?
it's 70s.
Like maybe a blaxploitation type
Black
of
blaxploitation film.
Yeah, I mean, because there was Foxy Brown. That's what Pam Grier was part of. You see, now we're talking movies that I've seen. So it's like you had Foxy Brown that was part of it from back in like the 70s and all that. And that was Pam Grier. Now she kind of reprises his role. It's Jackie Brown, a totally different character, but that same type of thing, the drug guy and the drug lord, the whole thing with Max Cherry, like, an amazing movie, man. Robert De Niro is good. Bridget Fonda, like I said, unbelievable. Samuel Jackson plays it and everything. Max Cherry just died last year.
Tarantino does a great job with dialogue, but it's hit or miss with certain people.
Yeah.
Because like Hateful Eight, there's parts of that movie where I don't give a fuck, but then there's parts where I'm enjoying myself. Walt Goggins is the star of that movie.
Knowing it's a play, you understand the direction of how that movie is.
Oh, yeah, but really? I didn't know that.
It's actually written as a play.
Makes a lot more sense then.
All the scene is all in that cabin.
All in that room. Yeah.
But you can make the same thing with Inglourious Bastards. Like, if you could make that into a play. Like, you understand? Like, that dialogue is really, with the exception of maybe one or two action scenes, that's really a fucking play.
Okay.
So I think the dialogue, he's such a master of words, but then again, it's hit or miss. Like, you know, like I could watch Inglourious Bastards from beginning to end, no problem. But Hateful Eight, there's some parts where I'm just like, I don't care about this.
Well,
but there's parts where I
gotta commit like 3.5 hours to watch Hateful Eight. That's a very long movie.
That's 4 episodes on Netflix anyway.
That's Goonies and Ghostbusters or whatever the fuck you want me to watch.
All right. Now I need you all to name me one actor that you just simply hate and cannot watch in a film.
Julia Roberts.
What?
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. Okay. Joshua.
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
All right. Now you have to go see a movie directed by Edgar Wright, starring Joshua.
Will Smith? Will Smith?
Are you gonna go see that movie?
It'd be good.
Probably.
It'd be real good.
What about Julia Roberts?
By Edgar Wright? No. Yeah, I would. I hate her face, man. I hate her so much.
Mine would be Reese Witherspoon.
I'm fucking done with
Reese
this,
Witherspoon?
Yeah.
What's your hatred with her?
I don't know. She seems annoying.
Annoying? Yeah. I think Julia Roberts seems like a uppity bitch.
Are you done?
Maybe not. She might be like I don't know. I've always hated her. I just her face. She seems so smug and just so like fucking. Just can't stand her. I felt the same about Gwyneth Paltrow before she became Pepper Potts, and I'm like, all right, she's all right. But then I start hearing all these things where she didn't even know what movie she's in. I'm like,
oh yeah, she was like,
yeah, back to her being like, she's a bitch too, man.
Yeah,
fuck her.
She's clueless. Rumors are coming out now with Sony Pictures as they work to continue expanding their Spider-Verse universe. That Olivia Wilde, who's become a hot commodity.
What? Commodity?
Commodity in the director realm. Maybe
Directed one movie. Wasn't even that funny.
Well, she had Booksmart, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, correct.
But she, well, I mean, that's the thing is you notice that there's a number of different, like the director for the Birds of Prey movie, which really should have been called Harley Quinn. That director had like one movie. Like it just takes. Plus, she's got some name recognition behind it. She is supposed to be taking over a untitled female-centered movie. It's Sony Marvel movie. Word is they're thinking it might be Spider-Woman. Now, do you feel like it's gonna be what's her name? Jessica
Jones?
Not Jones. Jesus Christ.
Not Walters. That's She-Hulk. That's
Jessica Drew. That's it. Because Gwen Stacy and also Mary Jane Watson have also been.
Well, weren't they trying to make a Black Cat movie or in a Silver Saber?
There was with them both together, and then there's talk of a Silk movie too.
So wouldn't it be one of those?
Why can't you do Spider-Woman?
I mean, we've literally heard the rumors about all these movies, and they never said anything about a Spider-Woman movie. They said stuff about Silk, Silver Sable, and Black Cat. So why would we throw in
unless somebody's
Spider-Woman?
Trying to maybe she likes the idea of Spider-Woman and wants to push it and create it. She was kind of a villain for a while, wasn't she?
Oh, I don't know.
It was Silver Sable.
Spider-Woman? Silver Sable was.
Yeah.
I just found out fucking Electro is a female now in the comic books. So.
Really? Electra has always been a female. Electro.
Oh,
Electro. No, okay. I'm sorry. I said Electra.
Yeah, I found this out on Marvel Strike. Yeah.
Really?
Apparently, is it Clint Marco or no? That Flint Marco Sandman, right?
Yes.
So Mark something. What's Electro's name?
I don't know.
Dylan something. Dylan Mark Dylan whatever. He like right before he died, he gave the powers to a female, and she's now the new Electro, which is hilarious. I found that out because Marvel Strike Force introduced. Okay, Maxwell Dillon.
Passed it on to Francine Fry.
Yes.
After
I found this
Amazing Spider-Man Volume 4, number 17 in October of 2016.
I found this out because they introduced a female Electro, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" And I had to do the research.
Now she called Electro. She called Electra.
Electro, because they can't call her Electra because it'd be confusing.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Me neither. I might see if I have that comment.
Well, as we continue on, Joshua's favorite actor, Will Smith, is going to be working with Kevin Hart in a remake, which I never understand why they do this, where they take well-known shows and movies and give it a certain tint to it. Planes, Trains, and
Jesus.
Is
where are we going with this?
We're canceled. I thought no wonder you laughed at that hard joke. Whoa.
No, you had
Wow.
you had the Honeymooners that they did this with. I'm trying to think what else.
They're supposed to do the Brady Bunch with LL Cool J, but that just didn't. They was like, fuck that.
No, I don't think anything.
And a true story. Ride Along was supposed to be The Rock and Ryan Reynolds.
Really?
Yeah, originally they wanted to do it with Ben Affleck and someone else, and then it was Ryan Reynolds and The Rock, and then they shelved it, and then they were just like, "Oh, rewrite it," and they added that tint to it, as Doc would say.
Well, no, because Ride Along wasn't originally it wasn't a show before.
No, it was like you said there was a trend where they added a tint to it.
Yeah,
It was like the most subtle.
The Honeymooners, they went ahead and made it a black cast. I mean,
This was
The most subtle, blatant, like racist.
He's right though, because
And do they do that? Like I've
no, there was
claim
there was
that
a
they
trend.
whitewash movies in this kind of like a black washing a movie, like taking it, going, well, they did it with shit, the one about the death of the funeral or something like that.
Yeah, Death in the Family.
Death at a Funeral, yeah, which was a British thing that had what's his name from Game of Thrones on there, who reprises the role, and then they did the American version.
Gay lover of the the dead father.
Little
that was like a trend. Like it was a good chunk of time where they were just like, oh, we're gonna redo these shows and movies, but we're gonna put them as black characters. But like no one complained, no one cared. But those movies didn't do that well. So
no, yeah, they didn't. No, they didn't do very well. But I mean, you got to think, really, it's not hurting anybody. I mean, if you like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, guess what? It's still there. And Class probably still hasn't watched it yet. So, I mean,
I have. I love that movie.
I've never seen that
with John
movie.
Candy and Steve Martin?
That is correct.
What's the premise of that movie?
Yeah.
It's about two guys traveling to Chicago for Thanksgiving, and they're having a hard time getting the flight gets canceled or something like that. So they have to travel across country to try to get there.
Sounds like
And
when I do it in Kentucky.
They're both complete opposites and not doing well.
That and Dirty Rotten Scoundrels are two amazing like Steve Martin movies from like the 80s that I think are very kind of maybe I don't know, but Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, I think that gets its praise. I don't think Dirty Rotten Scoundrels gets praise that it should. Like everyone talks about The Jerk and like all these other like movies like that with Steve Martin, but Three Amigos too. Shit, Three Amigos was the shit.
What's the one where he's the mafioso guy with Rick Moranis? That Rick Moranis he's like supposed to protect him, and he just keeps fucking breaking the law.
Isn't it like Blue something or something like that?
Is it My Blue Heaven or something like that?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is that it? I haven't seen that.
I never saw it from beginning to end, but the clips I've seen always fucking have me die because he's like Rick Moranis is like, yo, don't do this. I'm telling you, don't. And he's like, no, don't worry about it. And he just like breaks the law. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, I literally fucking die at that part, man. It shows me. Like, Steve Martin is like one of the greatest comedic actors of all time.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and Rick Moranis is as well. Like, I absolutely love me some Rick Moranis, man.
Oh, is it also
like fucking
Little Shop of Horrors?
Yeah, Spaceballs.
Sergeant Bilko. Like, I know people don't talk about that, but that's fucking hilarious too.
I haven't seen that.
Let's see.
Oh, technical difficulties.
Yeah, really. Pink Panther was the last really kind of thing. All right. Yes, they are working on that with.
What happened? Class went out?
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Quietly listen.
Oh yeah, we just have.
I'm here.
So Will Smith and Kevin Hart, because there's not enough movies for Kevin Hart or The Rock to be in, so they're taking some more.
The Rock doesn't like turn down any script at all, does he? They're like, "Hey, Rock, do you
I know.
Okay, yeah." Just signs. He's in everything.
You know what it is? It's like, I swear to God, him and Kevin Hart are trying to be the hardest working men in fucking Hollywood. And I shit you not. I told people at work this. I said, give it like another year or two. You're going to hear, oh, he's going to rehab for exhaustion. Because that man never fucking stops.
Yeah.
He'll be on Instagram at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, I've been working out all day. I got to do this movie and that. I think the pandemic should have been God's way of telling him, take a break. And he's still not taking a fucking break.
No.
He's like doing all these deals and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah. It is.
As we've constantly been talking about the writing on the wall, I think it becomes official next week with the DC. What is their little thing called?
Universe.
Fandom.
Yeah, fandom. That all the original content that is on DC Universe, which includes Titans, Swamp Thing, Stargirl, and Justice League, among right now, which also has Doom Patrol and Harley Quinn, are all moving to HBOmax. So
That's good.
More likely, DC Universe will just be a comic book reader.
I still think they'll have like old movies and shit like that on there.
Why? You might as well just move it all to HBOmax.
Not necessarily, because I don't think HBOmax will like have it just have like this. I'm trying to find the right word, but they don't want like that fucking excess of stuff there, and like people just like get distracted by it and stuff like that. I think like they should have like certain aspects of it.
They don't. They need to keep down on all the content that they're putting up there, because people may get distracted with all the stuff they can watch.
I mean, look at Netflix. Netflix at some point, Netflix is gonna put out so much content that some of the movies, like you're gonna be like, yeah, we don't want anything else because everything's Netflix based, So HBO is probably like, yeah, we want to like keep it like that. I feel like DC could still be good if they just let like old fucking episodes of Smallville and stuff like that stay on DC Universe.
Yeah, because that's what people are rushing to DC Universe is to watch Smallville.
Nope, that's the thing though. Nobody was, but even I was like, holy shit, I should have been on this fucking earlier because of all the stuff they had on there. Like that blew Marvel Unlimited out the water, bro. They had all that stuff, the community chat, the fucking shows telling you what to read and stuff like that. Marvel Unlimited ain't doing that shit.
No, they're
like,
not. They do.
So
now that they cut down on all the DC staff too, you think those people they're going to be?
No, because they
half the people working.
They cut that weekly show, and like the guy was like, I don't know why they did this. I was like, holy shit, this weekly show is really fucking good. And they were telling people, hey, this is the fucking thing, but go out and buy these issues. Go and buy this issue. And I was like, fuck, why would they get rid of that? That was making them money. Like, because wouldn't you want to sign on to that and be like, yo, check out the weekly update? Hey, guys, check out this read on the app, but also go to the comic book store and buy this. Like, why would you get rid of that?
That's true. That's true. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
There's always those awkward
On November 17th, 1978, Joshua wasn't even in existence.
I was swimming in my dad's balls.
It was. When were you born?
84.
Yeah, no, you weren't in his balls yet. Good Lord.
I was swimming in his balls. I was.
You know how much sperm gets reproduced and created and exploded out? I don't know.
I didn't watch that episode of fucking King of the Hill.
Well, the Star Wars Holiday Special was released, and instantly Lucas pulled it off the air, and so bad. But now, because I guess people constantly talking about it being on YouTube and everything else, that now the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special will be on Disney Plus. It's gonna reunite Rey, Finn, Poe, Chewie, Rose, and all your favorite droids from R2-D2 to BB-8 for a joyous feast on Life Day.
Is John Boyega gonna come and do this?
Well, they say Finn, but they'll probably get somebody. I think he's done, isn't he?
Yeah, I think they don't want that guy anywhere near anything.
Yeah, so they'll probably have somebody voice his accent on the movie.
That horrible American accent.
It'll be set after Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. So if you were wondering if Rose died, apparently she's still alive.
I heard they're speaking of Star Wars stuff. We're getting a spinoff for Kylo Ren. Is this like a comic book or a movie series or something?
No,
I don't know.
Doc just groaning. What happened, Doc? Doc, tell me what happened. What did Disney do now to ruin your favorite franchises?
No, they're not doing anything like that. There's no Kylo Ren movie. You get in.
There was that Rise of Kylo Ren comic that was pretty good, but after like the second issue, I was like, this is good.
If you see an article, especially if it says "Who got you covered," you do not follow that as information.
I didn't see the who published it. I just saw it in passing. So if it was
like
we got this discovered.
The most recent one that I think you talked about, and I instantly tweeted.
Oh, it was Shia LaBeouf as Iceman.
Yes, as Iceman, and it came from Who Got You Covered. Like,
and I was like, I was shocked.
Ryan Reynolds, like they posted, Ryan Reynolds was going to be something, and he was like, "No, I'm not."
Hawkman.
Yes, and I was just like, they're like hoping that one of these rumors stick.
Because I thought it was the TV station in Canada, the news station. I was like, oh, they're not gonna they're gonna do their research, right? But it was like, we got this discovered, like was the source, and I was like, I guess that's sad that they think that's a reputable source.
You don't know.
So
I've got friends that constantly post about that stuff. And I do a podcast and a Facebook page just to constantly provide information that's from reputable.
Well, to be fair, Doc, you didn't know you were like, I can't find this article about Olivia Wilde, and I was like, here, I just found it in my 5 seconds.
No, I couldn't find it on the Deadline webpage, but now it's the main focus on there.
Okay.
So I don't know why when I went there it just hadn't popped up yet. Yeah, no, it's front and center on there. You are correct. I thought it got pulled there because I was like, well, why am I not seeing it? Maybe this was all bullshit.
Yeah. What time is it?
Did you guys hear about the guy named Unknown Henson who does the voice of the Squidbillies?
Squidbilly!
Daniel Baker. Apparently, really didn't like the fact that Dolly Parton came out for Black Lives Matter, and I guess made it known on, was it Twitter or something like that? Where
I saw it on it went Twitter, and then he posted his rebuttal after what happened on Facebook. So
yeah, he was he said, folks, well, this is like his rebuttal after he got fired.
I just want to know, I didn't know Squidbillies was still on the air.
They've ran it for 12 seasons. I can't get into that show.
I never could get into that show either.
He says, folks, I've been fired from my cartoon show, lost my endorsements and my chance of ever being booked by any music venue as Unknown Henson again. I just hope you a-holes are happy you took a good man and talent down. You succeeded.
I don't know about that.
That you ruin a person's life all because of the freak show called Dolly Parton and Black Lives Matter. Thanks a lot. I gave my best to you assholes for 30 years. I guess you love to kick someone when they are down. Well, you know what? You didn't have to respond to anything. You could have just let it be.
No, that's not how he is. He's Unknown Henson. He's a Squidbilly guy. I mean,
like wait, this guy who plays like a super redneck squid, maybe racist?
I don't think he was racist. Like, I think what he said was just like, what the fuck? Like, you're like, I think that was the countryness in him, which could be racist, I guess. But I read what he said, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, it's not something you should be saying because people are going to come at you the wrong way, and they got after him, so.
That's right. Yes, they did. In comic book news, first thing to talk about is I gave some credit where credit was due, which is I always appreciate Joshua class.
Keep that in mind.
Suck up.
But class recommended Deceased Unkillables, which I ran through really quick. Now the comic is very good, very enjoyable. It takes kind of anti-heroes, it takes heroes and takes villains, and they kind of group up to really protect these kids that are trapped in Gotham in like a school. And it's really good, really violent. It's short though. Really violent, way too short. I agree. And so like I give him props, and lo and behold, the artist of Unkillables, he liked the tweet. He did. He did. He gave us props. He did. I thought that was pretty cool. I immediately started following him afterwards because I was like, I didn't realize that was him. But I saw that and I was like, yeah, very cool. I was like, who liked this? And I was like, oh, I'm the artist of Unkillables. I was like, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, do the Joshua thing and put like ad or hash marks or anything like that to get them to read my tweet. I just posted. Wait. Is that what you meant by that? Oh, I don't have to go the Joshua route? Do what? Yes, that's right. When the fuck do I do that? All the time. I see you at LeBron all the time when they lose. I never at LeBron, you fucking liar. You at LeBron. I do. I did it yesterday. I just go LeBron. I say that I don't have to add anybody because I don't care. So if anything, that comic book artist vanity searched himself or something. So But
He may have had it as like a
probably-
tag. Like anytime that pops up, he could read that tweet. I would guess.
No, but you have to put the hashtag in front of it. If you
There was
just
no
put regular-
hashtag.
Yeah, he vanity searched himself.
There was no hashtag.
Maybe we got a new listener to
So
the
he had
show.
the word unkillables pop up, and he saw a tweet, and he liked it.
There you go.
Maybe we'll have him do our sketch covers because, like, whenever you tweeted that about the sketch covers, we got like no responses.
No, I know.
No one gave a shit.
No. No, we're trying to
I was
figure out
like,
a way. Class there.
Trying to like
Do
give some
you
shit
have any
away.
other- Yeah, you got one there. You got the other one?
I have that one.
That's a really good fucking cover.
I did
by the way.
a Secret Invasion. I just did this crazy looking scroll.
He froze.
Those are the only two I have right now. Those.
But he is looking.
I like that
to-
secret.
to
That
do a
secret invasion
giveaway,
one.
but we got to figure out a way to give them away.
I thought of a game. I did think of a game where it would be like a 20 questions. I would host it somehow. I would have to figure this out.
You come.
I
up
would
with
host
it
it,
and you just
and
no?
I would. What's that?
Nothing. Go. You're fine.
All right, sorry. I would have to host it because I would interview, like, say, Joshua, or I would interview yourself, and we'd have to have Kennedy on.
Oh,
And it would be where I would ask you a question. We would play what I asked you. I would pause it, and then it would be either I'll give you two options. Did Doc say A or did Doc say B? And then they go back and forth. They would play for a listener, and whoever gets the most answers right, we could do it like that.
Okay.
Random questions. I don't know what they'd be, but we'll have to get that squared away somehow. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's stupid. It might be kind of fun. I'm gonna go to the comic shop this weekend and see what kind of blank covers they have. So I'll pick up a couple. Those are taken.
I can't wait to get one so I can frame it next to my Rick and Morty.
I need to make you one. I need to make one for your belated birthday.
And in recent news with Wolverine, there's Wolverine Black, White, and Blood. The number of different artists and writers will actually be working with the character. What's that? I still don't know what you're saying. You're giggling.
Tint, motherfucker, tint.
What?
Just
Anywho,
move on.
some of the creative talent working on it is Chris Claremont, Saladin Ahmad, Donnie Cates, Kelly Thompson, Kev Walker, Leonard Kirk, and much more. So those are actually some well-known writers and artists there that are going to be working on it. And if you've not played or done the beta for the Marvel's Avengers, apparently there was a leak of the number of different characters that you will be able to play. The list of characters in alphabetical order that are confirmed are Ant-Man, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Falcon, Hawkeye, Hulkbuster, Kate Bishop, Marvel, Mockingbird, Quake, Scarlet Witch, She-Hulk, Vision, War Machine, Wasp, and the Winter Soldier.
No Venom? I don't care.
Well, they were
Venom.
saying it seems like mostly MCU characters because there's no X-Men in the list. There's no Guardian.
I don't think that. I'm not surprised.
I mean, really. I mean, are they going to do Marvel from Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel?
No, Captain Marvel.
That'd be
it's
Captain
Marvel.
Marvel.
But is it
Yeah,
going to be
he's
like
Marvel.
what's her name from it? Is Marvel
Like the Jude Law.
not Jude Law? It wasn't Jude Law. It was what's her name?
Oh, Annette Bening.
Annette Bening. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That'd be stupid. It needs to be the dude, Marvel, who died from cancer.
Well, in the MCU, it's her.
He died from cancer.
Yeah, you never heard about that? Dude, that's one of the craziest stories, man. The death of Captain Marvel. It came out in the 80s. Dude, it's fucking like he was absorbing the power. It's been a long time since I've read it, but I believe like he had that power cosmic, or that's the Ghostbuster, Silver Surfer thing. But he has like that power, that Captain Marvel power. And because he was like human or whatever, like every time he would use it or it being around all that, he was like developing cancer and it killed him. And it's fucked up because he's like laying in bed, like all like emaciated and little. And like all the heroes are coming in, like wishing him well. And like,
You're talking like the second Marvel, right?
the original Captain Marvel.
I thought the original was
not Shazam, but the blonde guy, the blonde short hair guy.
Okay.
It's,
I gotta read
he
this.
never came back. It's a fucking depressing comic.
I gotta
comes in
read
and
this
cries
now.
and holds him. Yeah, like
Give me
it's
the issue so I can read it on Marvel.
I think it's just a trade paperback. It's the Death of Captain Marvel.
The original one was a Kree.
Yeah.
No, this is the Death of Captain Marvel.
Marvel.
Yeah, this is. I don't know if you could see.
I thought, didn't he hand off the power to
Marvel.
the person?
Let's see. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but like the death of it's fucked up. This came out in '82. That's
he adopts the identity of a recently deceased scientist named Walter Lawson.
Yeah,
but he's still a Kree. That's
okay. Well,
maybe
I was getting all the
actual
details.
Somebody else took on the.
It's a trade paperback. It's like a graphic novel.
No, I know, but like I don't think Marvel Unlimited does that. I think I have to get.
Oh, they don't have individual issues. That was just like a standalone story. I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Individual issues.
No,
I gotta look it up then.
I'm saying that was a graphic novel. That was in an individual issue. It was like a standalone. Very depressing. Very, very depressing.
Exposure to.
Well, I'm on my iPad right now, so I can't watch it.
Him cancer. And
I guess cancer doesn't discriminate against any type of race.
No.
They got him. They got him, man. I remember reading that as a kid, like being like 7 or 8, and be like, "Fuck, this is deep, man." Like, I don't know.
Just smoking a cigarette. Going out like John.
Out of his like throat hole and shit.
Going out like Johnny Sacks from The Sopranos. Like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, nah, he just laying in bed the whole episode.
Well, we discussed last week flying in Batman, or really gliding.
Glider!
As we kept telling Kennedy, gliding. But now there is the rumors coming out with the next Batman game, and they're confirming the Count of Owls will be showing up.
What was that?
Court of Owls.
Court of Owls, sorry. Court of Owls.
Count? 1, 2, 3, bird!
Originally introduced in the New 52 storyline.
No, sold it.
They've been in Gotham for many, many years, kind of overseeing everything, and then finally decide to make their appearance known to Batman and cause all kinds of havoc, along with
his brother's one of them.
What's that?
His brother was one of them. He was one of the Court of Owls.
Yes, you're right.
The Count of Owls.
The court.
1, 2, 3.
Reading quickly.
3 owls.
Along with the Suicide Squad game, with which released an image, we should be getting more information again next.
They also said Two-Face is kind of like the second main villain of the Batman game.
Really?
I saw that. So I figured that maybe him and the Count of Owls are going to be working.
It's really about you, not me. I'm not even on the billboard.
He is no selling that Count of Owls shit class.
Not putting it over.
It's all right.
Sometimes I mispronounce it. Okay, I'm sorry. I say the wrong words and they come out of my mouth and I just keep going.
Destroyer of words.
Why this is
he is the Galactus of the vocabulary.
You guys have problems with what I say and how I put them together.
Because here's the thing, though. If it was one of us, you would do the same fucking thing. So
no. I never make fun of any of you all for what you do. Then the last,
I literally have fucking Twitter responses and Facebook responses that say otherwise, asshole.
Lastly, looks like we're going to be getting The Boys season 3, and Jensen Ackles has now been scheduled to be playing Soldier Boy, who is in essence Captain America. If you've read the comics,
with a coke problem.
Yeah, well, and a cock problem, and
hey, isn't that everybody's problem in that fucking show?
Yeah, well, because
in that comic book,
which kind of tells me I'm wondering if they're going to be doing Hero-gasm in season 3, because that's one of the stories. Because Homelander makes him suck his dick, and like you don't tell anybody, and it's not gay. So he's like, sure, let me be in the 7. But the interesting part is
that's how you get into the 7, though. That's.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But I don't.
I mean, I doubt that they do that because they didn't do that, and that was like kind of like one of the most
No.
shocking things in the first issue, I believe, with the girl.
Yeah.
And
and
they're
multiple.
there. She was like the chick with the Phoenix Suns. But fucking, I'm trying to figure out, like, they're not going the same direction with Homelander in the show that they are in the comic book, right?
Unless they do a switch with, I don't want to say because then that spoils it, but another black character.
Tint.
Could be a clone of certain
I
Homelander.
think you spoiled that on the show already.
I think so, yes. But I really feel like they're going a different direction. But Jensen Ackles was actually number 2 for the original part of Captain America before it went to Chris Evans.
I think they made the right choice.
So you are getting Captain America, or we'll get to see what Captain America would have been with Jensen.
As gay guy.
Well, no, he's trying to get up. I know. It upsets you.
You know what? I gotta finish the boys. I left off. I gotta finish.
In the book, yeah, you definitely got to finish the comics. It's good.
I will.
All right. Well, that will bring the show to a close. Class, what'd you learn this week?
I learned that for $12, you guys could probably drag me to Blockbuster. I would pay and actually force me to watch a movie. And I'd actually do that. I'd hang out on beanbag chair, eat snacks, and watch all that.
Gremlins.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, I
Gremlins.
figure if we like brought beer, had some other things to eat to enhance it,
Some good snacks.
I think you could stay with us and watch a movie.
Yeah. I need those like the
It's my
enhancements.
commentary, and Joshua says that's what's to die for is my commentary while watching a live movie.
No, I want to experience that because I feel like you're such a fucking nitpicker that we could watch a fucking movie and you'd be like, oh, look at this.
Well, see,
What are they?
here's the thing: if I go to a theater, I stay quiet because I am respectful.
You'll bitch about it after
Unless
the
it's
fact,
Batman
right?
versus
Have
Superman, where I'm just like, oh my god.
Have discussion afterwards. So, like, well, did you all notice? I mean, kind of like what we're doing
We
here.
are sitting in a room with just ourselves. Fuck you. I'll fucking talk to that whole fucking movie. I don't care.
That's what I learned.
Joshua, what did you learn this week?
Fucking show. I don't have good reception. It's going in and out.
What
were
did
you
you
saying?
learn, Joshua? He was wanting to know.
No? Okay. Wrap it up.
So that's it. You didn't learn anything. You just you're just
Yeah, it's bad reception.
Oh,
Right. Okay, we're good. What happened? Did you ask me what I learned this week?
Yes, that's what we asked you.
Oh yeah, I learned like LeBron James doesn't like losing, and he'll change the subject when he loses.
Well, do you think he really likes losing?
No, I just find it funny. Like he's supposed to win, and like when he doesn't win, it's like I'm not talking about basketball. I'm talking about social justice stuff. Like I'm like,
No.
hey buddy,
we're paid.
you're the chosen one. You got like a top 5. So
Okay.
wrap it up, Doc. It's going bad.
There's people out there willing to pay 15 cents to go see a movie that could be filled with COVID running rampant at their local AMC theater.
I will.
Why?
Shit. Because I want to see movies for 15 cents that just came out.
No, it's
even
not,
though that's not the case.
Those are not the ones.
I know. That's not the case. Movie theaters ain't opening up here in New York anytime soon.
Warner Brothers is really putting it over on the theaters. They're like, hey, you got to open up, but you're going to give us 80% of the take on Tenet. So
yeah, go see Tenet.
Yeah, but you're going to give us all that money, but you're going to have to keep it safe.
I did hear that Train to Busan is 2. The Peninsula or whatever is supposed to be coming out in theaters, I think Friday. And I'm like, I'll mask up. I want to see that shit in the theater.
You're not going to see it here.
It's not going to be around here. I heard it is.
Oh, where?
Dude, watch. Here, another localized part of the show. If you live in the Louisville, Southern Indiana area, what was it? Train to Busan.
Yep.
Peninsula. It's in Louisville.
Where?
Let me tell you.
I'm waiting. I want to know.
All right. Well, you have to do some editing. When's it come out?
It comes out. It comes out on Dame Time. Dame Time. That's when it comes out.
Last week.
Did it?
Yep, came out on the 12th.
I heard about it on that. I heard it's supposed to come out on like the 20, or it's supposed to be around here like the 26th or the 21st. AMC, hold on. AMC Louisville. Let's take a look here.
They don't even open until next week.
Okay, well, maybe I'm just totally wrong too. Okay, I maybe possible.
The guy who doesn't watch movies is right about what time a movie comes out and when it comes out. Man, all right.
Let's see. I'm trying to click on advanced tickets to see if it actually goes anywhere. Nope, really doesn't say anything. I don't think that's the movie that's going to go. Because no. I'll be watching it on Plex.
Oh,
yeah, put it on Plex.
Yeah.
Put it on Plex.
Not on Plex. All right. Well then,
Plex.
class. How
can we get season 2 of The Life and Times of Tim?
What's that?
Can we get season 2 of The Life and Times of Tim?
I don't have all the seasons on there.
Train to Busan. Great news. Theater is planned to reopen August 27th. But I don't know if that's just a generic kind of.
No, the first movie is that Russell Crowe movie, and then Tenet. So yeah, that's not.
That's the #1 movie in the world. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, they're like the #1 movie in the world on Hinge. I'm like, well, that's the only movie that comes out.
It is
like,
the only one that comes out.
If it wasn't, that'd be bad.
Like the Keanu Reeves movie with baseball, where he's teaching those kids baseball or something. There was the movie that came out after 9/11 because nobody wanted to go do anything.
You mean Hardball?
Was that it?
Yeah, it's called Hardball.
Yeah, that was like the #1 movie.
But yeah, I was like, Australia has like no COVID problem, so I guess they open up the movie theaters.
Whatever.
The cat gets your attention.
I don't know why he's yelling at me. Class, how can we find more information about you?
As you probably saw at the beginning of the show, when my name came across and you saw a tag, right, Doc? You could get a hold of me at Chris Class BRH on Instagram or Twitter.
All right. And then Joshua, how can we find more information about you?
Yeah, if you want to see me bitch and moan about basketball, you can follow me on Twitter.
Basketball.
Well, it's a playoff, so I'm always going to be watching the games and complaining. You can catch me at Green Eyed Bebop. And if you want to see me post stuff randomly on Instagram, just follow me at Green Eyed Bebop on Instagram as well.
Excellent. And if you want to find more information about the Frakkin Nerds, go to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We've got you can watch, if you're listening to the podcasts, go watch the video of us and see what we look like. And then judge us on our looks and actually add more content to it. So, yes, enjoy.
Don't worry, this is going to get all trimmed off soon enough.
And then if you want to see what I write on Twitter, go to Doc_Martin. And
oh, you mean when you want to just bother me? Yeah.
I've been posting random stuff recently, like when I.
LeBron James loses. I'm gonna tag LeBron James because he's gonna look at him like that goddamn Doc Martin. Fuck him.
And the Lakers. I did make sure that they were.
If I was on the fucking Hawks, he'd be happy I was on this fucking.
No,
team.
I wouldn't. I would not want him on the Hawks because I heard.
You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar.
No, I don't want to because that means I'd have to. That was like when Christian Laettner played for the Hawks, and I'm like, oh, no, I can't root for you. I just can't. I can't.
All's not forgiven if someone from another team that like you might despise or a player might despise goes on your team.
Yeah, no, I'm like that. Like
like that. Football as well. Like someone jumps to the Falcons. Who do you hate? Like Dak Prescott or something. He ends up taking Matt Ryan's place. You're like, yeah, let's go Dak.
Yeah, I get really mad because the other half of the Falcons fans that are like, Michael Vick was the best we ever have. Those fans, that would probably Brady. Okay. I would be annoyed if Brady joined the team.
The greatest quarterback of all time.
I would.
You
can't hate
happy
on your team. So
imagine Tom Brady and Julio Jones.
I know.
Oh yeah, bro.
Well, no, because he's not going to throw to Julio. He's going to throw.
No, he'd throw to
up the middle.
No, they'll tell
Austin
Julio
Hooper. Is that who that tight end?
Get rid of him.
Oh, okay.
That's how fucking Julio run and cut to the middle. He'll throw to you all the time. Like
Calvin Ridley, dude.
Calvin Ridley could possibly, but now Calvin Ridley's your number 2, so he's going to be on the outside. So I don't know who.
Not with that bum fucking guy.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
No, I'm sorry. I thought Ridley was. Who's the running back?
Oh,
Coleman.
What's that?
Tevin Coleman. Yeah.
Yeah, they have
He's an
Coleman.
old
guy from the Rams.
Yeah, we got the guy. You got the guy from the Rams.
Gurley. Did y'all get Gurley?
Yeah, they got Gurley, but he's got a bad knee, so it's like, eh.
Yeah,
like
that dude had like
dude
2
is showing
great seasons.
No, they feel like
2 great seasons, and like
they're gonna. It's all right. How's your Washington team doing with all their rape allegations?
Yeah, Washington.
We don't even have a
the team from
name.
Washington.
They're not even my team anymore. That's what this season's going to be for me. It's going to be me worrying about my fantasy
It's a
football
Washington team.
and searching out like a new football team to watch with the Washington football team actually like make it to the Super Bowl this year. Like,
You
they
can
won't.
be a Falcons fan. That's fine.
We do have like Jack Del Rio now, so it's like, well, that's pretty cool. I was really interested in that. Then now we don't even have like a name.
With Carolina.
Well, the first season or 2 that he had with
I
Cam.
think he built the
And
basis for a good defense on Carolina, and then once they got Cam Newton, they were just like, we're going to shy away from that. Like, he's a very defensive-minded coach.
Yeah, they didn't know what to do with Cam Newton.
And that's something that they need in
got
Washington.
footage of Newton. They were like, oh, we know how to shut him down. And then they'd start tackling him. He's like, that hurts. Stop. That hurts. I'm going to put my blouse on and my hat. Stop making fun of me.
You know what the thing is, though? Like, maybe that wasn't his call. Maybe that was management's call because, the guy who fucking owns the Carolina. No, I'm talking about, like, when they were supposed to shut Cam Newton down. Like, maybe that's not his call. Maybe that's management,
That very likely could be. We don't know.
But he's a weirdo, too. So I don't see him on the Patriots. Bill Belichick's like, you got to get the fuck out. Antonio Brown lasted 1 game. I think Cam Newton doesn't fucking last 1 week. Like, they were talking about that on ESPN. Like, oh, he's definitely going to be the starter. I'm like, Bill Belichick is like, no. I'll go with this guy who could be a backup to fucking the guy working on fucking the supermarket over Cam Newton. So
there you will. Yeah, that's how it could be. All right,
Doc, what's your prediction? Who has a better record? Who has a better record? Tom Brady on the Bucks or Bill Belichick with his new team?
I hope Bill Belichick does.
Ooh, I don't see that happening. I think there are way too many good targets in Tampa Bay.
There's a reason why I want.
Yeah, but his arm strength is going away, man. Like,
yeah, but then you have what is the name of their tight end? I forgot Tampa Bay's tight end.
Mike Evans.
No, yeah, Mike Evans, who's a wide receiver there. You got
Gronk.
Now. Yeah, Gronk's their tight end. I forgot who the other one is.
Again,
they also had
class. The reason I'd rather Belichick have a better season is because I'm a Falcons fan.
That makes sense.
Really
that makes
not
sense.
Tampa.
I got you. You don't want anyone in your division to like.
No. God forbid if it's the Patriots or not the Patriots, the Saints. Oh,
yeah. Christ. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you don't want any.
Who that?
I'm working on.
They're gonna like.
Do what?
They're gonna hurt Drew Brees, right?
Oh man, he's gonna have a bounty on his birthmarked face, man. He is.
LeBron James put the bounty out on fucking Drew Brees.
Yeah, there's gonna be some headhunting.
On getting because they made that Funko Pop of Baghead Spider-Man. I'm gonna get a Saints Funko Pop. Because back in the day, they were so embarrassed about how they played, they used to wear sacks on their head. So I'm going to make a Saints fan. Funko, shut the hell up. Whatever. Anyway, I'll bring the show to a close.
Angry Doc.
The cat is pissed off about something in the world. All right. So for fuck it. Just in the show. No, for
Destroy your words!
What were we just saying?
Destroy your words!
So for Chris Class all the way over there in Indiana and Joshua all the way on the East Coast, this is Doc Martins, and have a fracking good week. Are we supposed to look at you now, Joshua, with your hat and everything else? There we go. Look at his hair. That's what we talk about. All right. Bye, guys.